Okay, just a short recap video on the US30. At the start of the month, I put out a video with regards to my outlook for the US30 for this weekly template that we're in currently. Okay, where was I? So we were talking about the US30, and sorry, I took a break there to uh, welcome some good news. The price is moving right up into the outside day 100% range expansion target. Now, at the start of the week, what I talked about was the weekly switch level, a very key level that may or may not have been um, targeted, and it turned out that it was. So, I mean, for anyone that may have watched that analysis that I put out at the start of the week, um, I tried to be pretty um, comprehensive with the way in which I showcased the approach for which I use to analyze the market. And being a new month, a new week, um, a new weekly template, I went through the specifics for how I arrived at these levels, and both levels were done. So we had the weekly switch level, which I'm moving around there. This chart may look very messy to those that might have stumbled across this education for the first time, but those that might be well versed with it already will understand what this mess actually all means. But um, for those that may not have watched the prior video, what I was talking about was the um, week zero, which is in play still, and we're drifting through that. So we got a peak formation high that took out the highs of um, the month of last month. So peak formation high 2 months ago, sorry. Peak formation high, breaking down, stalling, putting in a low for the month of last month, coming back inside of the breakdown levels. So we've got a breakdown, and then this breakdown here is breaking through here and here. Okay, so this here, in fact, what I'll do is I'll actually move that up. I prefer to see it like that. So we've got this week here that took out the highs, broke down. This week broke down, and then we moved back inside of this level. So this was a prior switch level, which we then moved up when we broke above 2 weeks ago's highs. Okay, so breaking up, clearing that, and that then became our line in the sand. I'll make that clearer. No, not that one. Sorry. What's going on here? Bear with me. Go to the back. Visual order, bring to back. Don't know if that means it allows me to get on there. Probably not. All right, trading view, giving me a hard time. Right. So make it nice and green. There. So that's our line in the sand. So this week here, breaking out. So if you want to treat it like a box, a range. So that week there, breaking out. So breakout week of that previous week's highs. So while above that week, we're looking for longs from the level ideally. Okay, so this approach works well for swing trading as well. So if you're holding on to that position, which at the start of the new month, there's new money on the table from investors, you can be sure that there's longer term money invested in this market, pushing that up from the weekly breakout level. Now, once we've got that in place, what we have is a day zero template. So we've got the peak formation high, drawing that there, peak formation low. So what's happened here? Why is that a day zero? So we've broken out of the inside day highs, and then we came down for the stops. I talked about that in the video and my analysis. and that played out straight into the weekly switch target. So peak formation high. So it was a breakout that failed, pulled back inside, and then a breakdown that failed here that pulled back inside. So we've got a peak formation low here as well. So this is a day zero template. All right, so these are high quality signals that give us the coil, and then this here was a stop hunt for the move up into target. And why is this the target? Well, we're looking at the outside day that I've been talking about for some time, and here it is. This is a day that was breaking both sides of the range of the prior day. So we had this move, coil, dump, accumulation, breaking out of the inside day range. There's the range. And then while we're outside of that range, we can just have a 100% range expansion target of that range. So this here is the range, a 100% range expansion of that range brings us into the previous month's high, previous month's high, which couples up nicely with that outside day 100% range expansion target. So that's exactly what we've got. So there we have it. I hope that was insightful. And if anyone would like to reach out and learn more about this approach, this is the way in which I analyze the markets from a top-down basis, multi-time frame, arriving at a thesis for the day, which was a long from outside of the previous week's highs, playing out to a T, although trickling to target, really. But it was all planned, as you can see here. That was my pre-market analysis. Short below the previous day value area low was one thesis. Previous day value area low, like water, being fluid with my analysis. Um, there's the previous day low, so there was prospects of a short below there, but the bullish bias was still in play. That was my preferred outcome. Long above previous week high. There you go, recorded well before the outcome, and there it is. So this is not a video about I told you so. This was just simply showcasing my approach to analyzing the market, and I hope that was insightful.